Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel AI Stories by Anjali. In today's video, we are going to discuss the topic that is evolution and optimization of LLMs, that is the generative AI models. So in the last week, we have discussed two behavior questions that are related to this topic, and I have told you that we will be discussing the solutions in our next week. So today I am back by explaining the solutions for the last week posted questions. So let us dive deep into the video. Before going to that, I would like to request to the new watchers to please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel AI Stories by Anjali. And also please tap the bell icon for the latest notifications. And also I'm thanking to the subscribers who have already subscribed to my YouTube channel and who have been supporting and encouraging me. So let us dive deep into the video. So firstly, the topic is evolution and optimization of generative AI models. What is evolution and what is optimization? In order to know about this, first you have to learn the metrics that we used for evaluating the generative AI models. I have already posted the video. Those who haven't watched it, please go and check it out in my playlist. So firstly, evolution means how far the model is able to meet the requirements that we are trying to do. So this is the main motive of evolution. For example, in our real life, you have been studying from class KG to the class 11th or 12th grade, etc. So from the initial days till today, for every class, you will be written, you have written the exams, that is the unit test, the summative test, as well as the final term exams, right? So all these things have been used for evaluating your performance in the day-to-day activities as well as the day-to-day lessons that they have taught for you in your classes, right? So similarly, whenever you develop a generative AI model, you have to see whether the model is able to do certain functionalities which we are trying to implement. So this is the main motive of evolution. Next, optimization. So optimization means how far you can able to find the best solution. So for example, if there are two routes for a certain destination that you want to do, then you will see the time, the speed and the available road path. So whatever is the best one, you will choose that path. So similarly, you have to get the best optimized results. So that is the optimization. So let us see the questions. So if you remember, our first question is variational autoencoders for generating new images. So what is variational autoencoder? First thing. So variational autoencoder are nothing but the models which is useful for recreating the input that we have given to the model. Okay. So autoencoders are nothing but whatever the input that we give, they will remember and try to recreate those inputs. This is the main motive and main underlying principle of the autoencoders. So variational autoencoders are unsupervised learning algorithms. So unsupervised learning. Why we are telling unsupervised learning? I have already told you at the beginning of our machine learning classes. Unsupervised means only input, no output. So we will give the model only the input and the data, that's it. So from the data, how it is doing, so it will only observe and then it will understand, and whenever you give the new input, it can able to get the solution for us. So this is the main motive of the variational autoencoders. So variational autoencoders are nothing but the unsupervised learning algorithms. They will just recreate the thing which we do. So in variational autoencoders, this recreation is done in the two subparts. So I have explained you clearly. First one is encoder and the second one is decoder. So if we give the input, the encoder will encode that image to the numbers, and if we decode, then the decoder will decode the numbers back into the image. So this is the whole process of variational autoencoders. Okay, so that in this way it is able to recreate the images. So now coming to the solution. So what metrics that we use? So basically for variational autoencoders, so what exactly that you have to evaluate? So how far the image is appropriate, how far the image is clear, how far the image is matching to the input that you have provided. So these three are the questions that you have to see whenever you are dealing with images, right? So for that particular thing, you are using these two scores. Of course, you can come up with so many scores, but the most appropriate is the best, right? Because if you are measuring a liquid substance in the kgs and lbs, then it is of no use because it is useless, right? So for that purpose, you have to choose the appropriate metric. So in this way, we can see how far the model is doing good. Okay. Coming to the first thing, FID, that is fractured inception distance, okay, or fidelity. You can also call it fidelity, okay. So is probably the leading way to evaluate the variational autoencoder for generating new image. Why it is the probably leading code? Because I have already told you FID score, that is, it's a probability. So it's a probability for referring the input in terms, like for referring the output in terms of the input that we have provided. Okay, so basically fractured inception distance, that is FID, is used for generating the new images evolution. Okay, so basically the score is used for evaluating the image, what the new image that we have generated. Okay, the model has generated. So in this way we can evaluate the first question. Okay, next, the second question that we have posted is chatbot with OpenAI GPT-3. So firstly, we have built a chatbot with respect to the telecom company conversations, and we have to support the customers. So this is our main motive. So for this particular thing, what are the scores that we can use? So firstly, there are multiple scores. Okay, so there are multiple scores. So firstly, you have to see how far it is able to do. So in general, in terms of general, first think like this. So this is a chatbot. So chatbot means whenever you ask a question, it should give the response. So while coming the response, there are certain criteria that you have to understand. So let us think. Whatever the question that you have asked, it should give the appropriate answer. And the second thing is, it should give the correct and the information which is up to date what we have provided. And the third thing is, it should not give the response with the latency. So always the performance time is also important. Okay, and other thing that you can consider is, you should not like it should not mislead you, or it should not give any inappropriate information, or it should not give any hazardous information, etc. Okay, so these are some criteria that you have to understand. So if you observe these criteria, I have already explained you the scores, what exactly that mean. Okay, so if you consider those things, so these are the common scores that you have to evaluate. Okay, the first thing is perplexity. So I already mentioned it. Perplexity is nothing but how uncertain the model is for a particular for a particular sentence, or for the next word that it is generating. Okay, so if it is less uncertainty, then it means lower perplexity. Okay, so that means if you have perplexity score low, then it is having good performance. Okay, so that is one metric. Next one is a blue score. Okay, so For the blue score, you generally use the probability. So you will consider the Ngram model and determine how the text, that is the particular text, has been similar to our reference text which we have provided. And also it is usually used for positioning of the words. Okay, so that means the sentence formation, etc. So that you can evaluate. And the next thing is a rogue score. So it is basically similar to the blue score, but the only difference is it will see the summarized text, not everything. It's overall summary. So how far it is appropriate or similar to the actual input that we have provided. Okay, you can evaluate that score. And also you can use a combination of both. Okay, and also there is one more score that you can evaluate, that is a BERT score. Okay, this is used for this is basically calculated by using pairwise cosine similarity. Okay, so what is cosine similarity? You know cosine similarity. What you know, you have I think I have mentioned you in some of my videos about text similarity. So text similarity, and there are multiple distances like Manhattan distance, cosine similarity, etc. But usually we will use cosine similarity because it can able to identify the outliers. So that's why. So there won't be much outliers. So that's why we have discussed that, right? So you can evaluate that. So basically it is used to find the similarity between the reference text and the actual text that is generated, and you can compare. So it is based on the embedding. So you have BERT model, right? So if you use it BERT embeddings, so I know I think I have explained you about embeddings too, right? Because the textual embeddings, you can use EDA. All these things I have explained. So embeddings are nothing but converting the text into the numbers. Okay, so if you use the BERT embeddings, of course I told you many things are there, embeddings, many models you can use. So if you use BERT embeddings, then it's very easy to calculate the BERT score, and you can get that score, and you can see how far it is good and how far it is similar. Okay, then of course the last one is the HYPE score, which is nothing but the human evolution. So we'll give a set of people, set of questions, and set of criteria that they can consider the some of the scenarios what I discussed so earlier. So like that, so like how far it is similar to the text, whether it is generating correct or not, it's not using any hazardous communication, it should not mislead you. So all these things. Okay, so in this way you can evaluate this particular scenario. Okay, so I hope I have explained you these two questions and answers very clearly. And again I am telling, whatever the question that I have posted, please comment in the comment section, because it helps me whether I am able to teach you properly, like whether I am delivering the lectures properly, and I also can get some suggestions for improving myself, and also it helps me to calculate like to see how the people have been watching my videos, and their opinions and comments, and also it helps me to stay motivated too. So please comment in the comment section, it really helps me a lot. And also please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel AI Stories by Anjali. And also please tap that bell icon, don't skip the video, please watch the entire video. It really helps you, and it helps you to crack the generative AI interview based questions and interviews. It can help you to land in a job too related to the generative AI. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video makes you useful. So in the next video, we will be discussing some more questions, and also some interesting topics are up more, and we will be soon seeing the shorts in our YouTube channel too. And I also need your suggestions for knowing what kind of content that you really need from me. Thank you so much.